I literally went to work the next day at the Capitol. We were still in session. My job is to be there for the 200 or so thousand people that I represent. I showed up. They had excused me. They didn't expect me to show up. I had another state senator say, after the morning session, she said, "Why aren't you here? Why don't you go home?" And then she just looked, and I just looked at her, and she looked, and she said, "Oh, that's right. You don't have anywhere to go." I was actually in the legislature at that time when I got a call from, actually a call came in from a neighbor. "We've gotten a call, your house is on fire." And so I alerted the chair, packed up, and told him that I was leaving. My home was on fire. I went to my office, left, and tried to get back to my house. There were so many fire engines that I couldn't park on my street. Furnace had a crack in the hairline crack in the back of it that was against a wall. And apparently, I guess it's like a crack in a manifold. It just gets longer over time, and then it exploded. In my case, the fire was over 1,100 degrees for a sustained period of time because that was the temperature at which stainless steel melts. My appliances melted. Not, oh, the coatings came off or a door fell off. They melted. It looked like a Salvador Dali painting. Some things are fascinating, some things are surreal, some things are tragic. And then you go to the hotel, and that's how that ends. That's how your first night ends. The first thing you do after dealing with what the fire department is telling you, what the officer in charge or the fire marshal or the arson investigator, what the law is telling you you've got to do, which is either you've got to board it up or not, and you usually have to deal with anyone or anything that's deceased. Those are the two mandatory things. Once you do that, take a day or two to just figure it out. That's why you're in the hotel. And then decide whether you're going to hire a public adjuster or not. The things that I would do differently, that the if I had known stuff, is don't do anything that the fire marshal is not telling you you've got to do. Or the fire or the officer in charge. In my case, that's board up. So even if you have to hire someone that's a complete, you don't know, to do the board up, don't hire them to do anything else. Don't give them the okay. And that's just to give you a day or two to figure it out. Don't try to save furniture. Don't try to save clothes. If you're asking my opinion, don't try to save anything that isn't sentimental. I know that it's hard to process that so much of your stuff may be gone, because you may look at it and say, oh, well, that can be fixed, or well, that can be fixed. But so much of it has either been soaked with chemicals, or the smoke, or whatever source of the fire was, has it doesn't come out. Or things that look like that they could be salvaged, oh, that survived, are going to start swelling up later or splitting apart later. Everybody means well, but it's not just they're in the business of making money, so they're in the business of taking advantage of you, but that's money that goes to everything that gets done for remediation counts against the money that you can get to be able to replace goods. And so you don't want to waste money on things that aren't going to be able to be replaced. No one should plan to have a fire, but you should you should always plan for disasters, I guess, have a backup plan.
Most people are able to manage their day-to-day lives, but sometimes life comes at you unannounced. When it does, we're here to help. Benchmark Public Adjusting Group provides insurance claims representation to individuals and businesses to ensure you receive the full amount of money you are entitled to from insurance companies. We, as public adjusters, are advocates for you and your insured property investments. Our team of experts are ready to help you through any insurance claim, coverage issues, and personal or business-related policy disputes. Few people would ever appear in court representing themselves. Therefore, it stands that you would not fare well representing yourself in matters of insurance, particularly when the threat of a coverage dispute leading to a denied insurance claim can be disastrous. Public adjusters assist policyholders during the entire claims process. We are experts on property laws who manage every detail of a policyholder's claims to expedite fair and equitable settlements. If you have suffered a loss, please contact Benchmark Public Adjusting Group immediately to get started on your road to recovery.